Kitchen. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make a chocolate chip skillet cookie. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Marlene. This chocolate chip cookie is super fast and easy to make. You don't have to have downtime, like you don't have to put it in the fridge or anything. You guys make the dough and put it in the cast iron and bake it. So it's super easy to make, it's fast. So let's go ahead and get started. The ingredients needed for the cookie are 1 3/4 cup of sifted flour, mine's already sifted, half a cup of sugar, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and I'm using the mini. You're gonna need 3/4 cup of unsalted room temperature butter, half a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, and 2 eggs. So in the cast iron that I'm going to be baking the cookie, I went ahead and started melting half a cup of the unsalted butter. And you want to make sure you constantly stir it because the butter could burn really easily. So you're going to constantly be stirring it, and it takes about 5 minutes to get to this color. And this is what you guys want it to look like. And it even has like a nutty smell to it. So next what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my baking soda and I'm going to mix it in with my flour, and I'll just pour it in there and mix it in with the wooden spoon. Try and mix it in there really good. You're going to leave the baking soda and flour mixture towards the end, so you'll just set it aside. So next I'm going to go ahead and add the melted butter, which was half a cup of the unsalted butter, into the large bowl, and it's still warm. So then you'll add the rest of the butter, which is 1/4 cup, and you want to make sure that it incorporates really good, and the liquid mixture is still warm, so it's going to go ahead and melt super fast. It's not going to take too long. You just want to make sure that it completely incorporates together before you start adding the rest of the ingredient. So just let it go for a few minutes and it'll melt completely. So the butter is completely combined, and as you guys could see, it got like an opaque color, and that's what you want it to look like. And I'll start pouring in the rest of my ingredients. I went ahead and added the white sugar, the brown sugar. I'm going to go ahead and add the salt, and I'm going to go ahead and add the vanilla as well. And I'm going to go ahead and mix all of these ingredients together. And I'm going to start off at a low speed just for a few seconds, and then I'll go ahead and increase the speed up. And this doesn't take too long to mix, maybe about a minute total. And as you guys could see, look how shiny the dough is starting to become, and that's what you guys want it to look like. So next I'll go ahead and add my eggs, and I'll go ahead and mix that in as well. And I'm only going to mix them for a little bit. I just want to make sure they're completely combined into the rest of the mixture. Okay, so the eggs are completely incorporated to the rest of the mixture, and as you guys could see, the eggs made the mixture very shiny, and that's what you guys want it to look like. It's kind of a thick consistency, and there's no lumps to it. So you're going to go ahead and add the flour into it, and the flour already has the baking soda because I added that from the beginning. And you're going to do about half of the flour, and you're going to mix it at a low speed, and then you're going to go ahead and bring the speed up higher. And you want to make sure the dough is starting to form before you add the rest of it. So once the dough begins to form, just go ahead and add the rest of it, and make sure you go at a low speed. If not, it's going to go flying everywhere, and it's happened to me plenty of times, and it's not fun to clean up. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my stand mixer a little help and just scrape the side of the bowls to get the rest of the flour into the mixture. So I'll go ahead and do that to help her out a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and continue to mix it. So now that my dough is completely mixed, you want to go ahead and take all the dough off. You don't want to waste any of it. This dough is so good. In the past, I've done M&Ms and Reese's Pieces, so you don't have to use chocolate chips all the time. One time, I even used pecans, walnuts, and macadamia nuts, and those turned out really, really good. So those are just a few ideas besides the chocolate chips. So I'll go ahead and take the bowl out of the stand mixer, and I'll add my mini chocolate chips and make sure I mix them in very well into the dough, because every time I take a bite into it, I want to make sure I get chocolate chips. So next I'm going to take my cast iron. This is a 12-inch, and as you guys can see, it still has a little bit of the remaining butter from when I melted it, and that's totally okay. I actually sprayed a little bit more of cooking spray around the edges just to make sure that when the cookie bakes and it cools down, I'm able to pop it out in just one piece, and that way I could place it on a serving tray or a cutting board, whatever you guys want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and add the cookie dough in, and I want to make sure I spread it all the way around evenly. And as you guys can see, it still has a little bit of the butter and probably cooking spray, and that's okay. So you'll go ahead and make sure it's distributed evenly, and then you'll go from here, it goes into the oven. So it's going to go in the oven for 350, 18 to 22 minutes, depending how you guys like it. I like mine little crunchy on the outside and chewy on the inside, and this is what it looks like. So let it cool down completely, and it's going to pop right out, and I went ahead and transfer it into one of those flexible cutting mats. And as you can see, I went ahead and cut a piece. So now it's ready to be served. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And I hope you guys enjoy making this cooking. Now time to enjoy this. See you guys later.